Good morning, my dear students. In previous lecture, we had seen different symbols of the sets like belongs to or does not belongs to, subset or not subset. What is a subset? I told. Number of subsets I told. Now today we are proceeding further. Now in this session we will have power set. Power set of a set. Power set means what? Set of all subsets of a set. Set of all subsets of a set is called power set. Means we can say like this: set of all subsets of a set is called power set. For example, we have a set A containing element 1 and 2. So its subsets are we can write 1 2 1 2 together and finally 5. We have 4 subsets. These are called subsets. But when we write the power set of A, so what to do? All these subsets are written in form of set. Like see, we have 1, we have 2, we have 1 and 2, and we have 5, and all these are written in form of set. So it is called the power set of A and noted as like PA. Noted as PA, power set of A. Got it? Similarly, power set of B, power set of C. We write PA, PB, PC or whatever is. Whatever the set is, we write PA, we write PB, we write PC if the set is given. Now, let's see some important points. See, here 1 is the element of A. Try to understand. Means 1 belongs to A. Now, this one in bracket 1 is subset of A, and the same number A is found in power set. This is the subset of A, and the same is element of power set. Means we can write this 1 belongs to PA. 1 belongs to PA. Why? This is the element of this power set, not a set. When you are going to write this as a subset, so you will write like this in a bracket and again in a bracket 1. Now it is subset of PA. Now it is subset of PA. So try to understand. Whenever we write the elements belongs to the set. So 1 belongs to A. 1 is the element of set A. Now in curly bracket 1 is the element of subsets. So this 1 is subset of A. Now this 1 is the element of power set. This 1 is belonging to PA. And when we write this in bracket, this is subset of PA. Is it? Now we are coming to equal sets. Equal sets, I told. What are equal sets? Two sets are said to be equal if they have same elements. Same elements. So suppose we have a set A, 1 2 3, a set B we have 3, 2, 1. These two sets A and B are equal. Is it? A and B are equal. So can we say A is subset of B? Yes, because all the elements of A are found in B. Means we have A is subset of B. And C, all the elements of B are found in A. And we have B is subset of A. So in case when the two sets are subset to each other, when the two sets are subset to each other, they are equal. Means it is A is equal to B. So whenever you are given two sets equal to prove, so you have to show the two sets are equal only when both are subset to each other. Both are subset to each other. So you have to show it. Now we are coming to see the operation on sets, different operations. We have union of sets, union of sets, as the word is to unite the sets, means we have to combine all the elements of two or more sets, provided the elements must not be repeated. Elements must not be repeated, and it is noted as the alphabet U like. So let A is 1, 2, 3, B is we have 2, 3, 4. Now we have to combine the elements or unite the elements of A and B, that is A union B. So we write A union B, and I told elements must not be repeated. So we have 1, 2, 3, here we have 2, 3, 4. So 2 and 3 are common. So we have to write 1, 2, 3, 4. All these elements are in A union B. Now let's check if any of the elements of A union B is chosen. Suppose we choose 1, we choose 2, we choose 3, we choose, means at random, if any of the elements are chosen from A union B, then what can you say about that element? Means we can say about that element that the element is either from set A or from set B, or from set B. The word or, I am just forcing it. The word or means let X belongs to A union B, then we say that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Means this word or is used for the union. Got it? Now another one is intersection of the sets. Intersection of the sets. We have intersection of sets. Means we have to write the common elements in two sets or more sets. Common elements. Like we are given two non-empty sets A and B. A is containing 1, 2, 3. B is containing 2, 3, 4. Then first we have to check what are the common elements. We see that 2 and 3 are common elements. So in case of intersection, we write only the common elements in 2 or more sets. So we write like this: A intersection B. And what are the common elements? We have 2, 3. 2, 3. Now let's come to the point. If any of the elements is chosen from this A intersection B, then what can you say about that? Means suppose we choose 2. So we say that 2 is found in A and 2 is found in B, and means that element is found in both the sets. So we use the word and. Let X belongs to A, then we say that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. X belongs to B. So in case of intersection, we use the word and. Got it? Now disjoint sets. Disjoint sets disjoint sets. Disjoint sets are those sets which have no common element between them. Which have no common element between them. Means let A we have 1, 2, 3, B we have 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. So what is A union B? Sorry, A intersection B. So A intersection B is 5. So two sets are said to be disjoint sets if they have no common element between them, or you can say their intersection is 5. Their intersection is 5. So we have disjoint sets. Got it? Now after this, we have difference of sets. Difference of sets, like A minus B, or we can write B minus C, or we can write B minus A, and whatever is. Difference of sets. Now difference of sets is defined as the element of first set which is not found in second set. First set means which is written first, like A minus B, the first set is A, second set is B. B minus C, first set is B, second set is C. B minus A, first set is B, second set is A. So difference of set means the elements of first set which are not found in second set. Let's see. Let A and B are non-empty sets, and A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, B is equal to 3, 4, 5, 6. Then what is A minus B? A minus B. A minus B means what? Elements of A which are not found in B. See, what are the elements in A which are not found in B? We see that 3 and 4 are found in A and B both. Means 1 and 2 of A are not found in B. Means we can write this is 1, 2. And suppose we are going to find B minus A. B minus A. So the elements of B which are not found in A, we see that 3 and 4 are found in both the sets. This 5 and 6 are not found in A. So this is 5 and 6. So clearly we see that A minus B is not equal to B minus A. It happens in case of all unequal sets, all pair of unequal sets. But in case of equal sets, A minus B and B minus A are equal. Why? Let's see. If we have a set 1, 2, 3 and a set B, we have 3, 2, 1. So what is A minus B? Means elements of A which are not found in B. So we see that all the elements of A are found in B, means A minus B is equal to 5. And B minus A, B minus A is what? 5, because all the elements of B are found in A, so B minus A is also 5. So A minus B is equal to 5, B minus A is equal to 5. So in case of equal sets, the difference of two sets reverse in case A minus B and B minus A are equal. But if the two sets are not equal, so A minus B and B minus A will not be equal. Got it? Let's see one more point. Interval of elements of sets. Interval of elements of sets. We have different intervals between elements. Like I am giving an idea, let a set A is having 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. These elements are. So if we are going to explain this set A, what are the elements? So we can say the elements of set A from 3 to 6. From 3 to 6, all natural numbers from 3 to 6. This is one statement. Second statement, we can say the elements of this set A of natural numbers are between 2 and 7. So all natural numbers between 2 and 7, the same set. We can say the elements of this set is from 3 onward but less than 7. Means 3 onward, starting from 3 but less than 7. Or we can say that the elements of this set is between 2 and up to 6. So included 2 and 6. Means what can we write? Like this. See, if any x is chosen from this, we can write this 3 is less than or equal to x is less than 6. Or we can write 2 is less than x is less than 7. Or we can write 3 is less than or equal to x is less than 7. Or we can write 2 is less than or less than or equal to 6. See, all are about this set. When we have this sign, less than or equal, more than or equal, this is called slack inequality. This is called slack inequality. And this one, when we have only less or more, this is called strict inequality. So wherever we have slack inequality, we say it is closed interval. In this case, both extremes are included. Extremes are included, and this is called closed interval. Is it? Here we have both this strict inequality. This is called open interval. We write like this, small bracket, or we write like this. See, opposite is square brackets. Opposite is square brackets. This is open interval and this one is also open interval. See, here we have closed interval and open interval. We can write closed and open, or we can write like this. See, this side closed and this side open. Closed, open. Here we have open closed, means this is open and this one is closed, or we can write like this. See, this and this. This one is opposite direction. The opposite direction bracket is open and this is closed. Open closed interval. So this is how we write the interval. Got it? So you should recall all these points in your mind, and we shall see some more points next day. Till then, thank you very much and God bless you.